Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline. 10 days ago I went to a rare plant market in Eindhoven. They had 16 sellers there. I went with my mom and catched up with other planty influencers. I had a great time. It was mainly just like a day out with my mom. That's what I was hoping for. However, I did go out specifically for one plant that I wanted to have a backup of. So I hope you enjoy the footage and I will see you at the end with the haul. Okay, voiceover Jacqueline here. It was super loud in this teeny tiny little room, so honestly I don't even think I would have been able to film that great without it being too loud in the background. But anyway, first booth was houseplants. Mom saw this cute little syngonium. She didn't end up getting it, but very cute. Next up is the plant store Dordrecht. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but this is actually where I got my baby cactus from, at My Botanica. It's got some really cool plants, lots of like jewel orchids, had some really cool like variegated cacti as well. There's like a nice range of different plants between variegated plants, non-variegated cacti, succulents, even some like terrarium plants, some really pretty variegated alocasia, stunning. Next up was Mr. Plant's booth. Lots of really nice variegated monstera, also for really good prices, like amazing prices. They definitely had the most beautiful variegated monstera, that's for sure. I had my eye on this really pretty, what is it called? Lauterbachiana. It's only 35 euros and it's quite a nice size one. It's definitely coming back and forth to that one, but I also saw a pink variegated black velvet that I was also looking at, but honestly I could have spent so much money at this plant market. I really could have. I really had to control myself, but really nice selection of plants, definitely. They had little flyers here for the plant festival, which is going to be in September. I'm definitely going to try and make it to that, but I guess we'll see if I can get time off work and all of that. But yeah, their variegated plants was on point. Really nice booth. Here was the pink black velvet I was checking out. Not as variegated as I would have liked it to have been, but still really nice size and good price. Good price compared to what it was like a year ago. Next up is Schmuckie from the Netherlands. Well, yeah, we're in the Netherlands, but you can find them on Instagram as well. They have absolutely stunning anthurium, beautiful plants. I mean, these hybrids were just amazing. I did spend a good time, and I did actually go a couple of times back to this booth because they had so many seedlings of so many different types of varieties that I wanted to have like a good look at them. I'm still on the hunt for a what's it called? I've lost the name now. Is it the red velvet? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm still looking for that one. And I've not been able to find a pure one, but obviously finding a pure one, that's very hard. Most of the time you can find hybrids of that kind. But yeah, they also had some different plants like papa, alocasia, some more. This one really took my eye. Really beautiful shape to it. The HU butterfly, so pretty. And they also had some like terrarium plants there. They had mixes and pots as well, but the anthurium definitely stood out. And they also had some little accessories as well, some little goodies that you need for your plants. And also at the back of the wall, they also had a bunch of pots, but I didn't end up filming that, but I did see that they had a bunch of pots. Next up is the rooting studio. This booth actually also sells items from Plant Scraper, and they do as well. Like were they at My Botanica? I'm not 100% sure. I think they were. And yeah, they sell all of the accessories and all that from Plant Scraper as well. Another adorable little black velvet, also chicken this one out, so cute. The Bambino, really really nice size. They also sold tree fern fiber, variegated Milano crassum, and here we have all of the goodies, the trellises, the scoops, little squirty bottles, steaks, pots, and some mixes as well. Next up, this is perfect Hoya. Always have to get something from her every single time I see her. She has such an amazing selection of Hoyas. She also sells cuttings, which I really, really like. The ones on the tables and the cups are a little bit more expensive ones, like more rare ones, but honestly, she had the silver Hoya. I also saw what's it called? It's called the Argentina Princess or something like that. Also had that one. It's just, yeah, there it is. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is. If you're looking for rare Hoya, she's the place to be, definitely. And they're just so like taken care of. She's also super, super nice. She has the most adorable cats. Like, I just love it. Her logo, look at her cats. It's so cute. So, so cute. But yeah, love her stand. Absolutely love it. It stands out. You know, you're looking for the blue stand and you know that's her. But yeah, I was just taking out some of the more like rarer ones. This one's so beautiful. So beautiful. If there's anything like a rare Hoya that you're looking for, she will most likely have it. Here we were having a little bit of a laugh with Nariza was standing next to me. We were talking about her video about the amount of times she says wow, but honestly, you know, that's just the vocabulary of planty parents. Like, everything is just wow. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful Hoya.
Dankjewel. Als jij het leuk vindt. Dankjewel.
Next up is Hoya Greenhouse. She also has such an amazing selection of Hoya, and what I really like about her booth is that she puts the pictures of the blooms. It actually got me into more Hoyas, seeing the blooms, because a lot of the times the foliage look very, very similar, but the blooms can look so different. I mean, there's so many different varieties out there, so many. She also sells cuttings, like Perfect Hoya, and there were some really interesting ones in there as well. I did have a little look-see through there. Also, like, amazing prices. Both of them really, I don't know, if you look these Hoyas up online, they are so expensive, and when you come to these like smaller markets, you can get really, really good deals. So I would definitely recommend coming to these markets, just because you will find such amazing deals. Like, I think this is some type of latifolia or something like that. You look that up online, you will pay a lot of money for it. So like 100 is quite a good price for that like specific one, I mean. But I think there were also, my mom also got, I think it was a Hoya Bella from her, also really good price. I think it was 10 euros, but it was already a rooted cutting. So yeah, just amazing prices. That Cordata Silver 100, you will not find that online like underneath the 300. And they're all rooted. Most of the ones that she does are rooted ones, even though she does do cuttings as well. But I don't know, I really like that you can see the flowers with it. The Anthurium Addict, I really liked that you could see like the pictures. I see a lot more growers doing this now, specifically like the smaller ones obviously, but that they share the pictures of the hybrids that you can really see, because again, every hybrid is going to be different. You're not really going to know what you're going to get, but at least you can see the appearance of the seedling. So yeah, I really like that. With the prices and everything, it was really nicely done. Plants and Cuttings by Chris. This is where I got my variegated silver sword, and he grows all of his plants in like ambient, normal room conditions, and they do really well, really well. Next up, I never know the way of saying this, but this is like her Instagram name. It's on the screen anyway. But yeah, we were having a chat because she was talking about this specific succulent. It's not, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, this must be some type of cool cacti, but it's not. It's actually a succulent. I zoom in on the name so you can look it up on the screen there. But yeah, she was talking about it and she was saying that it gets these teeny tiny little leaves. And yeah, it's just a really weird, cool looking succulent. Like, it's not something you see every day. And it also gets very cool flowers. So follow her on Instagram because she said she was going to post when it does flower. But it's really, really cool. And yeah, it's just her passion for plants. Just absolutely love it. She had really nice deals as well. She was talking about I think it was Monstera Maryland or something like that. Oh yeah. This is the first time I've ever seen a variegated oxalis, like the first time ever. Really, really pretty. And considering this one is such a vigorous grower and pops out, you know, corms or bulbs or whatever they're called, quite vigorously, I think we'll see that one more in the market. Another alocasia there, really cheap, like 25 euros, are you kidding me? This was the Monstera that I was talking about. She had a lot of good deals, like really good deals. I think this Monstera was like, what, 50? Something like that? For like a rooted one, for the Aurea one. And it's definitely the cheapest one that I've seen so far. But yeah, she had really nice plants. Next up, the plant addicts, Esther. Really, really pretty variegated plants. She had a variegated, I think it either was a Maharani or a Mellow. I'll show you that in a minute, but very, very pretty. Just like unusual plants that you wouldn't see very often. She also had, I don't know what that is. I think it's a Maharani or a Mellow. I'm not 100% sure, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. The serendipity, just stunning alocasia. She also had alocasia variegated corms, which was really interesting. And actually, looking back on this footage, I should have gotten a couple because some of them were only like €5. And she had a Macrrhiza elbow, which is one that I wanted. I think I pick it up next. Yeah. I really wanted that one, and I should have gotten one because it was only €5. But yeah, just like things like this that you'll only really find that at a market like this, just like cool little finds. Some Hoya as well, all in perlite. It's also pretty. Next up is Curious Plants. I think this is the first time that I didn't buy an anthurium by him. I think we have about 4 anthuriums from him now. But yeah, he always does these really like interesting deals at these markets, which is why I said, you should go. You should definitely go. I bought my Spectable. You can see here by him. Stunning, beautiful, such a fast grower. This is Nereza. Yeah, he has some really, really interesting hybrids. Definitely worth checking out. He also has a website, the same deal with like the pictures of the parents. I find that just like really, if you were to go at a table, and I think if you weren't to do this with the pictures of the parents and all that, they just all look the same because they're all seedlings, and when they're that small, they do just all look the same. So I think it's really good that more sellers are doing this with like the pictures. That way you're never going to know what you're going to get, but at least you've got an idea of the parents. And yeah, he's got so much. He grows them all himself. I just think that's absolutely amazing. There's another plant, which I'll show you in a minute, that he was telling us to buy. It's a really, really big one. I think I'll show it next. He's saying, please take this one. I don't know which one this is. I really don't. But it is huge and it is stunning. Absolutely huge. We were talking about how he tried to get it into his car. But yeah, really good deals, really good prices, really cool anthuriums. Okay, so yeah, I didn't get a lot of footage. Honestly, I wanted to film it with my camera, but I did it with my phone just because it was a day. I'll put it that way. It was a day. I was running off 3-4 hours of sleep. My daughter had the chicken pox at that point. I was actually thinking about not going and cancelling, but I didn't end up being away for the whole day anyway. And the main purpose of the plant market was just like a day out with my mom. That's what I wanted. So yeah, I did, however, go out with the intention, like I said at the beginning, of having a double of one specific plant, and I did get that one. I'll show you that one at the end because it's definitely like the most exciting one. But what a really nice surprise was Nariza actually came with this little like goodie box, you know, like the goodie boxes that you can get that are like the subscription ones, the ones like slide out. She gave me one of those, and there was a bunch of like little goodies in there. There was like a sock poppet for on your phone. There was a little bottle of houseplant elixir, another like a multivitamin drop thing for in your plants, which I've never tried before, from Hesi. So I'm intrigued to try that. I think that was it. Yeah, and then cute little corms from Alocasias. Obviously, we both adore Alocasia. So I'm going to show you. She gave me 2 of the Alocasia. Look, I mean, she even labeled everything. It's so adorable. Yeah, there's a little corm in there from the Alocasia cucullata. There were 2. I gave one to my mom because, yeah, she doesn't have that one either. And it's not done anything, but a part of me feels like maybe I should peel it, because it does have quite a hard, it's got quite a lot of layers on there. You know, like the shell that they have on there. But it's right now just living in my cabinet, getting quite high light from the grow lights, quite close to the grow lights. So yeah, I think, you know, we'll just let it do its thing. But I might end up peeling it. I don't know, like pitzing at it. Can't stop fiddling with it. And then, oh, this is like I don't know what it is with these teeny tiny little pots, but I'm obsessed. How cute is that? These are little pots from Cibotanica. This is an Alocasia Black Velvet corm from the 22nd of June that she took off. It's quite a nice, beefy one. Look at it in there. And it's all in like stratum and perlite, and just like the way everything was. Oh, it's just like that, you know. I've noticed that in the plant community that we pay a lot of attention to detail, and that's something I definitely see with Nariza. It's just, I don't know, I just love this. Like her labeling it, even on the box it said Jacqueline, my jungle story. I love that. I love that. In little pots. Another one. So this is an Alocasia Silver Dragon from the 10th of March. Is it going to do something there? Little corn there. Here's a label. I love these little pots. I'm obsessed with them. And then this one is definitely the one I'm most excited about. I've given this one its own little setup. Something else that she gave me was a bunch of these. Where are they? Yeah. You know, like oh my word, there's loads here. Yeah, I have a bunch of these and these things. I actually want to get the acrylic grid for in my cabinet so that I can use these, because the grid that I'm using now, I can put these on there, but it's very, very wobbly. It's not very stable. And I know you can get the acrylic ones that look like the IKEA one, and I can use that, because the wooden ones, I don't like that. Well, I have the wooden one up in my rootster in the propagation room, but I don't know. I can't put it that close to the grow light, because that grow light is so strong, it bleaches all the plants that I put too close. But yeah, she gave me a bunch of these because she has the black cabinet, so she's got black ones. I've got a white cabinet, so thank you, Nareza. I got lots of, I don't know, I also find these are very like handy. And I have more that she gave me actually the last time. When I went to my Botanica and I stayed the night with her, she gave me a bunch of these as well. But I get it. Like, definitely, I would do the exact same thing. Like, if I had black, that just would not go in my head. Like, the black in my white cabinet, I couldn't do that. But I'm very excited about this. So this is the Alocasia bat wing. I do not have this one. She recently got this one, and in her most recent, like, plant chores video, she repotted them. Repotted the batwing, yeah, and she found a bunch of corms, like a bunch of corms. There are 2 in here. And if you can see, there's one there and one here. So yeah, I'm so excited about that. It seems to be one that makes corms quite like easily, judging from that video. I don't know, but yeah, I've got it. I've got this clip and I just fill it up with water. There's like a tiny bit of water in there, but this is very, very close to the grow light because, you know, corms do need like a high amount of light to sprout. So I'm sorry if I look like a mess. I just got out the shower and my hair is just going what it is. So yeah, that's another little one that she gifted me. Yeah, that was everything. That was amazing. Thank you so much, Narisa. That was so sweet of you. You didn't have to do that. And then the plants that I got. Okay, I'm going to start off with the cuttings. So I feel like every single time I see her at a plant market or whatever, she's just always got such interesting things. And I love the fact that she takes cuttings and she puts them in these baggies. I just love that. I love that. All of the cuttings from my Botanica, they have all made new roots. All of them. So they all came in these little baggies. And I suppose I'll show you the first one. I just love, look, this is from Perfect Hoya. I love your little logo. Absolutely love it. And this was the Quinquenervia cutting for €5. Mom also got one. Oh my word, it's actually rooting like crazy. What the actual heck? Oh my word, I got goosebumps. Okay, listen, guys, 10 days ago. Wait, what are we today? Yes, 10 days ago today. This did not have any roots. I'm actually happy I'm doing this like 10 days later because you guys get to see, you know. So yeah, this is the Quinquenervia. This one is really nicely sun stressed. She also gave me some tips, like hers is on a south facing window and it gets like direct sun. It's not filtered or anything. And that's when you get this like really pretty sun stressing. But check at those roots. Like check out how long this one is here. Oh, this one's got really nice juicy ones. You know, like how some Hoyas have like the thicker ones? There's roots everywhere. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So yeah, there's that one, the Quinquenervia. I'm just going to take that out for a second. I'll show you the next one that's in the same jar. And that is this one. The Hoya Obscura was also $5. That's this one. This one's also rooting. Got a little root coming out here, there. But yeah, this one was also really pretty, like sun stressed. But check at the peduncles on this thing. So yeah, this one is obviously flowered quite a couple of times, which is why I picked this one. You can see the length at the end there of like how many times it's bloomed. And it looks like these have like developed. Like they did not look like this. Like check out that one. It's rooting up here as well, and that's not even in water. You see that? Yeah, it's just, I've heard that this is quite a prolific bloomer. And obviously when I saw these peduncles, oh my word, it's actively growing there again as well. There at the tip. Do you see? That was not there. That was not there. It's got very, very pretty foliage and very, very pretty blooms as well. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a try. For €5, why not? And I've got them both. Okay, let me put that one in first because that one's got juicy roots. I need to fill up the water again because I can see. Wait a minute, I didn't snap any off, did I? No, I'm good. I'm good. I just need to fill it up again. So yeah, I fill this up all the way to the top here, and you can see how much, like it's here, the level. You can see how much it's already gone down. So yeah, I just have this, like this, in my cabinet, quite close to the grow light as well, 10 days ago. And I mean, it is like the perfect time of year, I feel like, to buy cuttings like that, which is why I did splurge on this one. But I've seen this one online, and I've not seen any under the 70 euros. Like, this is quite an expensive one. This is the Hoya Coriciana Silver, and that was 20 euros for cutting, but it was already rooted. So it was in this little, I had to cut the tube off because it was one of those, I know there's a right name for it, but it was like with one of those like suction things at the top so that it, it holds moisture and the water can't fall out either. And yeah, it did already have roots. However, this has grown. Like these two were definitely already there, but this at the bottom, yeah, you can kind of tell like what's more white. I'm gonna put my hand in front so you can see. You can kind of tell with like, compared to my hand is like a ghost. But anyway, you can see like the more whiter roots. Those are like the fresher roots, the new roots. Stick that back in there. But check at that. Like how stunning is that? The silveriness. Oh, I've definitely lately been drawn to the silver Hoya. It does look a little bit wrinkly, the leaf. I don't know why, because it's definitely a little bit more on the thinner side, but it's still, I don't know, it looks thin, but it feels plump. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, it's rooting very nicely, so that is promising. And this is also living next to the other cuttings, but I'm obsessed with that. Like, it's quite big as well. But yeah, when I saw this, I was like, definitely. I've had my eye on that one, but just because it's so expensive online, I've been like, okay, maybe next year or something like that. And then the two favorite, obviously, and we all know what they are. We know what genus they are. We already know. So this was on a whim plant that I bought. Juggling, seriously. I need to maybe do something with it. I don't know, I like the setup. So this is a Alocasia odora Okinawa Silver. That's that there. I paid 15 euros, which I thought was a damn good price. Again, I actually looked this plant up when I was there because I really wanted I had my eye out for an Alocasia mycorrhiza variegated, because I was really down in the dumps that I didn't order the one from Downtown Plant Club when it was on sale. I should have done that. I really should have done that. But then I looked up this one and I was like, okay, I feel like you're going to scratch that itch, And I did opt to choose one that had less variegation because the other ones that were on the table, they were quite highly variegated and that just made me a little bit nervous. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go for lower variegation. It has already, like 10 days ago, it has already given me this leaf. It does have a little bit of variegation there, but it looks very healthy. I don't know, I just love it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope it's going to, that leaf sold me, this one here, the one that I'm holding. Just like the levels of variegation and then like the light green. And it's already in stratum and perlite. And you can see like how well it's rooted already. You can see here. I'm not going to pull, let's just try, but I'm going to damage that root. Yeah, but I love this setup. It's just working. I don't know. Definitely going to reuse it. But yeah, I saw a lot of plants in stratum and perlite actually, and the riser did the exact same thing. Yeah, I don't know. Alocasia just seemed to like it, but I can see roots popping at the top here. So yeah, I definitely need to uppot it. There will be an Alocasia care day coming up like soon. I'm actually even thinking about starting to film that today because I've got 2 Alocasia that are like in the same room that I need to take care of like ASAP. But yeah, that's that one that I got. That was right at the end. I remember because I was scrummaging in my purse for like the last pennies we had sold our like changing table from the kids, so I used that money. So I didn't actually spend any money, even though I did. Like, is that woman logic? I don't know. I don't feel like I spent any money. And then this one. So this is one that I did say to myself, okay, I'm on the hunt for one of these because I want a second one, because this is my favorite plant of all time. I made like my biggest wish list plant ever. And I really just wanted a backup because my one dropped almost all of its leaves. It's got one more leaf, but I'm kind of thinking of maybe putting that one into stratum. But when I saw this one and I saw the mix that it's in and how healthy it looked, and yeah, just also the other plants, you just see it? The other plants on the table, like I could tell, like this is a healthy plant. This is going to be absolutely fine. And it's also very nicely rooted. And that's another Alocasia Black Velvet Pink. Yeah, that leaf sold me. It does have beautiful variegation. I mean, look at that one. Oh, it looks very white on camera. But what sold me was the mix. So this is definitely a mix that either he put together himself. I'll see if I can find which grower it is and I'll pop it on the screen. I paid 60. So I did pay more than what I paid for my first one. My first one I only paid 34 and it definitely had a lot more leaves. But yeah, this one does look a lot more established. Even though it's smaller, it looks a lot more established. So that's just kind of what sold me. But yeah, it does have like nice roots in there. And it's a very nice mix. Like, do you see that? I can see activated charcoal in there, perlites, cocoa coir. I think I can also see tree fern fiber. But yeah, bark. I said bark. But yeah, it just, this little pot is so stinking cute. I just love it. I had to have a backup, and they are going down in price, even though if you look at this teeny tiny little plant and you think, okay, that was 60 euros, are you kidding me? But compared to what they were a year ago, and also the fact that that 60 euros didn't really feel like I was spending my own money, because like I said, I sold the changing table. I think I sold something else as well. I sold some plants or something like that. I don't know, I didn't feel like I was spending my money. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, yeah, I had to get a second one. Had to. So yeah, that was my haul from the plant markets. I did want to stay like a little bit longer, but I was getting quite hungry and I was also not feeling the greatest because of 3 to 4 hours of sleep. And actually, funny enough, the day after, I woke up with a very high temperature and a very, very sore throat, like very sore. I'm taking antibiotics for this infection that I've got. You probably won't be able to tell. My voice sounds fine, but it still feels very scratchy and sore, and I still have, I don't know if you're going to, oh yeah, you can. I still have a bump. My glands were like swollen. Yeah, I was very, very sick, And now I'm off for 3 weeks, and I've already been off for a week and I'm sick. My camera's going to die. Are you serious? There we go. Yeah, I got really, really sick, which is why this is like 10 days later. I'm filming this and I'm still not 100%, but I feel a lot better, so that's a good thing. Feel a lot better. And I don't think it helped that my daughter and my son on top of it are both chickenpox, toe infection, eye infection, just like all of the great stuff, you know. I hope that you enjoyed this video, even though it was very, very short and I just kind of went around quickly, but you guys still got to see what each and every one of the sellers sold. I still had a great time, even though I wasn't feeling 100%. And yeah, I love going to those types of markets, and it was definitely a lot of rare plants there. Only kids can like walk around in their underwear outside. Well, then again, so could we if we wanted to. Anyway, I'm rambling as per usual. I think I am, the more I'm standing here, I feel like starting an Alocasia key day. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, it's for free for you guys, but it does really support my channel. The best way to support my channel is view time. So if you watched all the way to the end, leave a little leave like the sick emoji, like the one with the tissue. Wait, is there one with a tissue? I think there is. If you watched all the way to the end, leave that emoji. It lets me know that you watched all the way to the end. And if you did, thank you so, so much. I really, really do appreciate it. It's the best way of supporting me. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.